Pop quiz. All right. Everybody ready for pop quiz? Okay. Headhunters? Not allowed to say anything. So there's two questions. You got to get them both right. How many headhunters are there in America today? And I'll take as many. I'll take it from 2 years ago because that's when the real stats were. But they haven't changed that much. And what is the value of the recruiting industry in America in dollars? How many headhunters?
750,000.
Nope.
A million.
How many?
A million.
A million?
Yeah.
Nope.
60,000.
Nope.
165,000.
Nope. Nope.
220,000.
Nope.
50,000.
How much? Nope.
25.
Nope. 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 Nope.
1 million.
Okay. Easier question. What's the value of the recruiting industry in America?
$100 million.
2 billion? 5 billion?
2 billion.
Drum roll, please. 157,932 headhunters. The industry is 197 billion, not million, billion. In the States alone, 410 billion globally. I don't make these numbers up. This is from the U.S. Board of Statistics. Why do I mention it? Go back for, okay, no, actually, you're perfect. Why do I mention this? You are looking for a job. You are looking for a job. You, sir, are looking for a job. That's a lot of work, man. Why are you doing it all by yourself? Wouldn't it be easier if 157,932 recruiters who are trying to generate, enough cash to keep their kids in decent shoes, wouldn't it be better if they were all looking for you at the same time that you're looking as well? Of course, the answer is yes, right? Okay. So, can you be found? Will you be found? This is the exciting part. Here's where it gets so easy, you're going to get sick. I was talking to people as they're coming in, where are you in your search? Where are you stuck? Where are the bumps? Where are the challenges? And they're telling me, and I'm going, oh, I can solve that. Oh, I can solve that. Oh, I can solve that. Go ahead. Pre-recession 2000. Headhunters, stick with me. When I as a recruiter, I'm looking for a candidate, what am I doing? Well, I'm going, or if I'm an employer, what am I doing? I'm going to try and eliminate the job. Forget it. I'm not going to replace Susie or Bob. I'm going to do an internal promotion. I'm going to do a file drawer check down in HR. It may be a box. I've seen boxes. I've had boxes delivered to me. Dave, did you go through these first? No, I'm going to burn them all. You ask your coworkers, maybe you go to HR, you network a little bit, maybe you throw up an ad. That was pre-2000. Then all of a sudden along came, social networking. Social networking. This is post-2000. Kev?
You got to be on. How many of you ever found your profile on zoominfo.com?
Show of hands, guys.
Good.
Zoom
There's
info.
A lot of room for improvement there. It's similar. It's where most recruiters turn first, correct? When you're building a short list of candidates to call, zoominfo.com. You probably are there even though you haven't entered information about yourself. ZoomInfo finds you. You can go in and enter your credit card data. They won't charge you, but they just want to verify your identity. Once they do that, and we're going to show you an example of a ZoomInfo page, you can modify it. I've gone in and for some reason I've got 26 different positions even though I haven't worked for anybody in 12 years. So what's in there is kind of funny about me. It may be odd and incorrect about you. So you owe it to yourself to go where the recruiters go. Go to ZoomInfo and see what's there about you.
So here's what happens when I start a search. Last time in town, I was doing a VP search. I'm in town doing a CEO search. How do I start my search? Well, I go to ZoomInfo because I got an account. I'm a corporate subscriber, have been for years. And I type in what I'm looking for, and it gives me my list of 100 or 200 guys. So let's call it 100. So I'm going to talk to 100 people for every search. If I don't find my guy or my gal, I'm going to go do the next batch, right? That's the way recruiting works. It's very process-driven, and it's a very exacting science. You with me, guys? Yeah, they're agreeing with me. So I go to ZoomInfo. I get my 100 people. I go to LinkedIn next and go, okay, so who's in ZoomInfo and also on LinkedIn? Why do I want to know that? I want to know that because if you're in ZoomInfo, the technology's put you in probably. If you've gone and actually stuck your picture in, it tells me that I know that you know that that record is correct and you own it. That's important for me as a recruiter to know that. So I now know that the data is accurate and you kind of want to be found. If you're on LinkedIn, you definitely want to be found. So I'm taking my ZoomInfo list, I'm crossing it with my LinkedIn list, and what do I have? I have the short list that I call to fill that role. So if you're not in Zoom info, folks, you don't exist. If you're not in LinkedIn, you definitely do not exist. Why? I'm only calling 100 people. If I can't find you on Zoom info or LinkedIn, if I really get stuck, I'm going to go and Google me a president. But Googling is so 2005. Really. So 2005. If you're not Zoomable, you don't exist. So tonight, homework, everybody, zoominfo.com. Go make sure you're there. If you're not there, put yourself in, figure it out.
So what's
Next-
2009?
What's
2009? 2009?
MySpace. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we're going to get
Oh, no,
to
no, we'll talk about that in a second. So Zoom info is your homework tonight. Tomorrow is LinkedIn. And we'll give you all these URLs and how to get there and all that kind of stuff. So,
Can I ask a question?
yes,
How prevalent is video resumes?
not.
None.
Dead, gone.
No.
Unless you're gorgeous. Trust me, sir, you're not. Neither am I, so I'm not offended. I know your wife tells you something different. Good for her. Mine lies to me, too. Makes me feel good.
Well, here's a way to prove how effective video resumes are. It's an excellent question. We'll answer them all at the end. How many of you have ever been forwarded an embarrassing YouTube video, someone with their pants splitting or someone throwing up on the dog or something? Video resumes get forwarded when they're embarrassing to the person who created them. Those are the kinds of resumes that get seen. It's only negative publicity that I've ever seen. There's a famous case, I won't say it on tape here, but there was a fellow who made a video resume to apply for a big 3 consulting firm in New York about 2 years ago. It had about 3 million hits at last time on YouTube because it was self-serving. It was just humiliating for the guy, and he's pretty much unemployable unless he legally changes his name because 3 million people in North America think, this guy's an ass. So,
It's like Miss America when she answered the question
There you go.
wrong, right?
Yeah.
Right? So that's what it's. So, sorry, I
so
don't mean
video
to.
resume maybe, but not now.
All right. We use these 3 tools. Tomorrow. Tonight is Zoom info. Tomorrow is LinkedIn. Tomorrow, you Google yourself to make sure you find what you find. Why do you need to Google yourself? Yes, sir.
So you make sure you're on the front page.
That's an excellent answer. Why else do you need to Google yourself? Yes, sir.
Because employers are doing it.
Yes, exactly. You know how I found out that I'm a porn star? True. It's true. David, but it's another David Perry. But I clarify that now. My mother calls me up because I'm not making this up. My stepmother, ex-nun, okay? It's horrible. She calls me up and she said, did you know you're a porn star? And I went, okay, so what does Anita, that's my wife, what has Anita told you? What are you talking about? She says, well, I learned how to do Google Images. I put your name in, and you don't come up to like page 6. But your cousin comes up a lot. Just thought you'd want to know. Okay, I'll go try and fix it. And I can't fix it. The guy's got way more hits than me. What can I tell you? But you got to know that because employers are Googling. Executive did a great article on this. It was called Digital Dirt, right? Yeah. So employers, before they hire, I do it, right? I've taken offers away from CFOs that we found out had an online gambling problem. I'm not making this up. It was in the article. Employers are Googling you. They're also Yahooing you. They're also MySpacing you. So you got to make sure that you at least know what they're going to find. You may not be able to do anything about it. You may not be able to get it taken down. But at least you go, oh, by the way, when you Google me, and you can solve the problem before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, those of you in sales, it's called confronting the objection or the elephant in the room, right? If it comes up as a porn star and he ever had to go to an interview, he could say, it's not me. You should at least know that question is going to be asked. Or you may say, do I look familiar? You may have seen me.
And then my mother bragged about the fact that I was a porn star. Mom, stop. All right. Ex-nun. It's where I got all my best dirty jokes. Don't take me there. This is me on Zoom info. I just wanted to go in and make sure that when somebody at least Zoom infoed me, they got the David Perry that I wanted them to get. In Zoom info's case, I said, it's free. I put up the picture that I wanted. Yeah, it's not good looking, but there's nothing I can do about this. And I made sure that it pointed to a couple of articles where people can go and find out more about me. And over the next couple of years, I know the recession is looming right now. It will go away soon enough. It was going to become very much a candidate-driven market space because guys like us are retiring, right? Thankfully, there are guys older than us that are retiring first, so we'll get the better jobs in the interim. However, So what's going to happen is there's going to be a shortage, right? There's going to be a shortage, and you will be in the driver's seat. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We just don't know what that is yet.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. I got 696 contacts right now. I got about seven and a quarter, and with my 7 and a quarter, I got access to, I think it's 7.1 million people. So that old expression, you know, reach out and touch someone, yeah, it's LinkedIn. I mean, that should be their logo. And LinkedIn is predicated on the concept of Kevin Bacon being at the epicenter of the world. You know, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Scary thought, I know. But that's the reality, and that's how it works. And they have all kinds of really neat, if you haven't been to LinkedIn, you have to go. LinkedIn is a phenomenal tool. It has all kinds of great little applets built in. Kevin, you may want to talk about this one.
Have you ever used the Jobs Insider? You're familiar with it? It's a free download. What it will do is if you're searching for a job on a major post board like, and again, this is only 20% of the network, so don't spend 8 hours doing this. But if you download the Jobs Insider tool, it will tell you any connection you have to a job advertised on Monster or site. I'm not sure exactly.
There's a couple hundred sites. I mean,
Yeah.
Workopolis does it, Monster does it, Career Builder does it. It's a great little thing to be looking at a job going, geez, I really could do